Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This game comes to us from my play last night when I was working on my contract. And it was like, well, I had finished this section where I had to kill a certain number of guys, like 25 guys or whatever it was. And the next one was, well, just get experience and damage. I go, well, experience and damage? What's the highest damage sniper that I have? Well, I think that's the rock crawler. Actually, it might be the thumper, but I played the thumper a lot already, in the past. I thought, let me do rock crawler because that's kind of a fun tank to play. And boy, was I right. I had several good games in the rock crawler, some wins, some losses, but I was scoring, like 3,000 damage a game, basically. Just having, some decent matches for myself. And then there was this game. And that was the whole point, was to, hopefully have a good match. One that was fun. And man, did this game fulfill the expectations and then some. So it would be really helpful if you guys could leave a like for this video, because it will help spread the word. And this game, well, it needs to be spread because it was a really good game. But the thing that made it good was the situation under pressure. And so these games are good whether you win or lose, because the pressure situation is the test of your true ability. It's no big deal when you're just sitting there and you get an early lead and you're just mopping the guys up. That's like, okay, that's a shooting gallery and that's fine. But the real test is when you're under pressure with the threat of losing. And in the game, I was doing my job, keeping my team close, because that's the best you can do as one guy on a team. Stay alive, keep your team close, give your team a chance to get lucky, catch a break, and see what happens. So let's go and check it out, shall we? Welcome to Alamein. I'm here today in my rock crawler, finding myself on the eastern edge of the map, and I figured, well, let's go down. There's a great spot at Hotel Zero. So that's where we're going. Whoops, we passed each other, which was fantastic. That guy ended up on his side. Well, at least we didn't ram into each other. That was the best part. No damage. So this is an encounter battle with a circle more or less in the middle of the map. Close enough, But there's a great spot over here to overlook this whole southern area, really. Right here. Now, artillery can hide behind that knob, and it's terrific. But me, I'm doing that. So let's see what's going on. There's a guy. I saw this guy. Oh yeah, tagged him. Hardcore. He was like a statue. My favorite fruit. Now, in the game, tagged him too. I have triple zoom, so it looked way better in the actual game. But here you get the same effect. I mean, the shot hits, it hits. You see that it hits. You just don't see. That one missed. It went somehow over him. Now, what you see in the replay, the reticule was well above the tank. No, I didn't aim it that way. That's just kind of a glitch in the system. I had that thing dead center on him, but it just, skewed a little high. Maybe a couple of feet higher than the top of his turret. The shot did miss, but it was a much, much closer miss than what you saw in the replay. It's, well, that's the flaw of their system. Oh, yeah. This guy, pretty sure that hit him. I don't remember. Unfortunately, you can see this rock crawler has a horrible smoke problem. There we go. Don't want to stay in down the barrel view because you'll get seasick looking backwards and forwards. There's this T-72 AV there. Yes, sir, Bob. That was a negative. No impact. But as you see, we're losing. And we were losing most of this match, if not, a horrible majority of it. Enemy rock crawler killed a guy. I just whacked that dude. I think it's the first guy I killed. Yes, and there's only 6 of us. We have 6 left, and I just made a kill. I need to get on with it. I think that was a miss. But you can't shoot, targets that you don't have. So I saw this guy on top of the tabletop rock. That guy right there. Oh yeah, baby. Eat that. I have like a 16 3/4 second reload. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get the reload on this guy, you freak. But we're fighting, this deficit just about the entire game. Now we're -4 for Rudzilla. But I got shots over there. Tagged that guy in the top of his turret. And so the philosophy I'm using here is, hit any shot you can hit. Hope your teammates can cash in any damage that I do to a guy. I don't care how many kills I make. Yes, I still have only 1 kill. It's 3 against 6. No offense, but I better start making some kills pretty fast, Now they're in my base. Oh, look at these guys. I remember this too. Oh, crazy. This guy's in trouble. So long, chump. Boom, he's gone. And you saw that the reticule was way above his tank, but that's just a glitch in the game. So now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's number 2. Spoiler alert, there are more coming. But that's the thing. Now we're down to only 1 down. So we are way in this game. That is really damaged. That guy's damaged. That guy not. I can't. That's where there was 3 of them, but okay. Luckily, it's a slow capture base. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, he's behind that ledge of rocks or whatever. But this is a killer spot, as you can tell. Sometimes, and this is one of those times. Oh yes, smoked him. What was he? FV 4211. So long, baby. That's number 3. At least I think that's correct. Yes, that's number 3. So now it's 2-on-2. The entire game was hanging in there and hanging in there. We got to 2-on-2 even finally. Yeah, now there's a guy here coming on the far left side as well. Hello. I'm not aiming that high in the actual game. Boom! He's gone. That's number 4. Now, we finally got a lead. This guy's hauling butt. It's just a matter of when do I get my reload. I missed him. You can't hit every shot. I couldn't see this guy, and I thought he was going to come up there, but there he is. Oh, you're done. I only need 1 shot. But that was a great move on his part. When I was playing the game, it seemed like it took longer because the pressure of trying to get a shot to help the team, because we're losing the entire game until the end. It just made it seem like it would lasted longer than it did. It's a scenario of time dilation that under pressure, it'll make you feel like time is passing at a different rate. Here, in a replay, this didn't seem very long at all. Here is the end of game screen. No, like that. Let's go back. Here we are. Crud. Here we are at the end of game screen. I made a fortune. And I was thinking, God, why didn't I put a 2 times silver on this tank? Because I don't play this tank that often, and I had no idea how much money it made. I forgot, so I just play it off and on. But made, over $250,000. That's no booster at all. That's just straight cash, as they say. Killer experience, once again, not really applicable because I have a 9 skill commander. Which is, that's the quote sad part of having a 9 skill commander. You can't get any more skills, so all the points you earn are worthless. Oh well. But the good part is, killed 5 guys, shot a bunch more, and got over 9,000 damage with 11 direct hits. And when I see guys playing, these big gun sniper tanks, I've said many times, if I don't see 10 hits, I'm not going to be impressed until I see 10. Because it does like 1,000 shot ballpark, some less, some more, depending on what was available. If the guy was already damaged, well, it would do less than 1,000 because he was already damaged with a maximum damage that was, less than 1,000. So basically, you're doing 1,000 a shot. You're going to hit 11 shots. You're expecting to hopefully get about 11,000 damage. Except in this case, as you saw, some of the guys were heavily damaged already, which is all good. I'm not worried about that. My goal is pretty simple. Shoot shots, hit guys, help your team with damage. If you get a kill, fine. If they kill a guy for you, hey, I'm fine with that too. I'm trying to play the team game, which people just around here, they're too egotistical and too greedy. Just play the game for the team, and you'll get recognized for what you've done as a good team player. Now, if you get, a bonus result like this, 9,000 damage, 5 kills, yeah, that's fantastic. It just doesn't mean as much if you don't get a win. Now, here we get a medal I have never seen before because I don't play a lot of rock crawler plays, some here and there. But I'm going to play more of it because it was super fun in that game. The Eagle Eye medal damaged the most unspotted enemy vehicles. At the very beginning of the match, I hit 2 or 3 guys, without any spotting. It was just my triple zoom gave me just awesome shots against those guys who were like statues on top of the rocks. So the Eagle Eye was really cool. I don't think I've gotten it before because I don't ever remember seeing it. The rest is basic stuff. Shell proof, fire for effect. There's your fighter. That's killed 4 or 5 guys. Fire for effect, duelist. High caliber do the most damage, you think? If you do 9,000 damage and it's not the most, your team is really awesome. And I got a first class badge, and that's the first class I got. So clearly, we're going to need 10 or 12,000 damage, something like that, to get a mastery badge, and good luck with that. Right now, this is the top performance I've ever had in this tank. Probably the top performance I had in all of Era 2 is this game. So here we go. I had 5. The 4211 had 5, which was great. This guy in the M113, what I call the toaster, that guy had 3 kills. That was terrific. Okay, and this is something I haven't seen before either. And this dude here, the T62, killed 2. I've been in games where we've won and also lost, where 5 people have done all the killing. This is a new, record or experience. I've never seen 4 guys do all the killing in a 15-man match and win the game. But we just did that, which was fantastic. So that worked out great. Now we got a lot of good help, and that's the key. We got help from the T-72 and this T-72 and another 4211. This tank is one of the worst tanks there is. Now that's a robot player. But he got spotting. So that doesn't really count. We got help from this dude in the Brennus, another really good tank. We got help from this dude in the Magok 6B. Didn't get much. This is a robot. Didn't get much. That's another robot. Now this Ignis guy, he didn't do well. I don't know why. Sometimes it's just bad luck. The Ignis does not have good armor, but fortunately it didn't cost us. Unfortunately is that the Ignis guy didn't score, because the Ignis is a really good tank that can score. So he was partnered up with that guy in the T-62 who did well. So just one of those things. At least their platoon did well. When I'm in a platoon, the minimum goal we're shooting for in a 2-man platoon, we need to kill 2 guys. They did that as a platoon, so that was, fine. Obviously, everyone would have liked to have seen him do better. But the bottom line is, you got what you got, and hopefully that was enough to win, which for us, fortunately, it was. But it was a really, really fun game. There's nothing like being in the rock crawler and drilling a guy for 1,300 on one shot. It's like when you hit him, they stay hit, and that's the thing that's the best about it. So really, really fun, good tank to play. I enjoyed that match a lot. So this game is really a good example of what the rock crawler can do. And as you can see, it has 2 tracks on each side, which would give it, greater mobility, I would think. But it gives it, interesting suspension. Be good for crawling on giant rocks, I suppose. But I always liked the way it looked. Thought it was pretty cool looking, very kind of a throwback, like a junkyard type of build, where you took some stock items, whatever, but you have those very, what do you call it? Well, junkyard looking plates added. I guess that's a good way to describe it. Those plates with the skull on there, which is the emblem. But you got these side plates on the turret, a back plate on the turret. You know, these are good against rockets. That's just spaced armor. You got those 7 plates on the side, 6 on this side. So again, you know, more anti-rocket armor. So it has a very junkyard look to it. But man, that gun hits like a freaking hammer. So when you hit a guy, it's very fulfilling, to say the least. And you got a long wait there, but that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that match. I mean, it was really cool to do a lot of damage and get a lot of experience, because that's what was required in this contract. So this is the contract I'm talking about. You know, deal 17,000 and 19,000. Earn 19,000 experience. So when I saw this, I don't have to make any kills or do anything else weird. I go, well, I want the most damage I can do. And so it just jumped out of my brain, Rock Crawler, because it's got a thunder gun, which is what I call it. So play your thunder gun tank. That was my thinking. And I had, like I said, a couple of good games before this. And then this one was the cherry on top of the sundae. Like I said, I think this is the best damage game I've had in Era 2 ever. So I was really thrilled to have it, and I couldn't wait to show you guys this game. So that is the end of the video. Please leave a like. That would help. Please tell your friends. That way they can check it out. Maybe like, maybe subscribe, or whatever. I don't know what else I'm doing today, but I'm sure I'm doing something else that'll show up. I will be adding, of course, a classic shorty, which I haven't done yet. So stay tuned and see what's going on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.